Alright, listen up because I'm only explaining this once and I'm not dumbing it down for anybody. Humans love to think they're special, but every once in a while, biology throws a wrench into the whole average mediocre monkey thing and produces someone who can actually do something interesting. Today, we're ranking 7 real human abilities that are basically the closest thing your pathetic species has to mutant powers. No radiation required, no lab accidents, just weird brains and weirder bodies. Let's go. Number 7. The weakest entry on this list, and don't get mad at me, get mad at biology. Extreme language learning ability. Some people called hyperpolyglots can learn dozens of languages to actual fluency. Sounds impressive, and honestly, it kind of is, but here's the thing. This one's mostly just obsession plus time plus a decent memory. It's not some magic switch in the brain. It's discipline wearing a lab coat. Cool party trick, sure. Not exactly bending the laws of neuroscience. Number 6. Iceman physiology, which is a way cooler name than what scientists originally called it, which was just, quote, exceptional cold tolerance, unquote. Groundbreaking naming there, geniuses. This is when a person can sit in freezing temperatures, minimal shivering, no hypothermia, completely comfortable, while everyone else is turning into a human popsicle. Some of it's genetic, some of it's trained, breathing techniques, exposure therapy, that kind of thing. Interesting? Sure, but it's an adaptation, not a superpower. Desert lizards handle heat. This is just the cold version of that. Still, respect where it's due. Number 5. Natural short sleep. This one's actually pretty wild. Most of you need 7, 8 hours, or your brain turns to soup. But there's a small percentage of people who function perfectly on 2 to 4 hours of sleep a night for their entire life. No exhaustion, no cognitive decline, nothing. Turns out there's a specific genetic mutation behind some of these cases, something affecting a gene tied to sleep regulation. So while the rest of humanity is unconscious for a third of their existence, these people are just out there living an extra several years of waking life. That's not a lifestyle hack, that's a biological cheat code. Number 4. Lightning mental calculation. This is your classic human calculator type. Massive multiplication, square roots, cube roots, all done in your head, faster than most people can type it into a phone. It looks like magic, but it's really pattern recognition and trained shortcuts taken to an extreme level. The brain's basically running compressed math, like a computer using an efficient algorithm instead of brute forcing every calculation. Impressive as hell to watch, genuinely useful in the real world. But the mechanism is at least somewhat explainable. Doesn't make it any less entertaining when someone solves a 10-digit multiplication problem faster than your phone's calculator app. Number 3. Total recall memory. The formal term is hyperthymesia, which means someone can remember almost every single day of their life in specific, vivid detail. Ask them what happened on a random Tuesday 15 years ago, and they'll tell you the weather, what they ate, what was on the news. For most people, memory is this messy, unreliable, constantly editing itself system. For these people, it's basically an internal archive that never deletes anything. Sounds incredible until you realize it also means never forgetting your worst days either. Every embarrassing moment, every loss, permanently accessible in high definition, forever. That's less a superpower and more a psychological endurance test. Number 2. Absolute pitch or perfect pitch if you want the fancier name. This is the ability to identify or produce any musical note without any reference point at all. Someone plays a random note. No context, no piano to compare it to, and this person just knows instantly that's a D sharp. It's like having a tuning fork built directly into your brain. Most musicians have to work relative to another note. These people just know, the same way you know a color is red without needing to compare it to anything else. It's rare, it shows up early in life usually, and it's one of the few abilities on this list that neuroscientists still don't fully understand the wiring behind. And now, number 1. The one that actually deserves the term superhuman? No rebranding necessary, because the name already sounds like something out of a comic book. Echolocation. Yeah. Some blind individuals have trained themselves to click their tongue or make a sound and interpret the returning echoes well enough to sense the shape, size, distance, and even the material of objects around them. Riding bikes, avoiding obstacles, moving through unfamiliar environments, using sound the way bats and dolphins do. This isn't some enhanced version of an existing human sense. This is humans hijacking a strategy from an entirely different species and making it work with a normal human brain and a normal human ear. That's not adaptation. That's biological reprogramming. And that's why it takes the top spot. So there you have it, 7 abilities ranked from impressive to borderline supernatural. And before anyone in the comments loses their mind, no, none of these people have superpowers. They're not mutants. And no, you can't unlock this stuff with a weekend course and a podcast. Some of it's genetics, some of it's training, most of it's a combination the universe doesn't hand out evenly. That's the deal. That's biology. Deal with it. That's the list. Make of it what you want.